So, welcome back to the show. We have a very special guest on here. We are going to be talking about bridal fashion and all of the ins and outs of the bridal industry that you guys probably don't know much of. So, Leal, if you could just tell everybody a little bit about yourself and kind of what you do, and then we'll get into the shows.
I'm Leal Harlin. I own Destiny's Bride in Scottsdale, Arizona. We are a couture bridal salon. And yeah, I just got back from New York Bridal Fashion Week, where we get to see all the runway shows about all the couture designers, but also little boutique appointments too, where we can models try on the dress, you can touch it and feel it, and because that's how you really know what you want to get. So,
what's like the raw recap of this? Because I've been before, and it's a lot of hustle and bustle. So tell me, really raw experience. Yes, you get to see all the pretty dresses, but what's it like out in New York when you're trying to just navigate through this big city and bring in things that are going to help Destiny's Bride?
It's crazy because you're trying to get a lot of content, and so you have to keep that in mind that you need to be showing the dresses on your social media feed because that's what's going to bring the brides in. But also, it's a buying trip. Mm-hmm. It's a shopping trip, and you have to bring things into the store that you know people are going to want to buy.
Yeah.
So it's the juxtaposition of that, and also a lot of the designers are feeding you champagne, and sometimes if you make the mistake of having a second champagne, and then you're like, I'll take the whole collection. I love it, and then the next day you're like, I love that. Puffy sleeve, shoulder pad.
Great.
Yes.
Yeah.
But also, I had my girls with me. I have to bring girls with me because otherwise, if I pick the collection by myself, it would be crazy. Mm-hmm. I have a really weird style, so I have to have the girls bring me down to earth.
Yeah.
And so the cab fares get out of control because you have an appointment in Chelsea, and then the next one is on the Upper East Side, and it's crazy if it's during traffic, you're not going to make it. So I made the girls take the subway this time, and I'm like, you guys, I always take the subway. You're fine. It's everybody.
I always do this.
It's cool. I always do this. I don't know which. I go down the wrong platform. To get back out on the street and get on the next one, and to buy a Metro card for the first time. If we had just gotten a cab, we already would have been there. And so we get on the train, and it is out of a movie, crazy people screaming and talking about how they have knives.
Oh no! And you're like, liability. This was my idea. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. I drove them down here, and I'm like, okay, now we're getting off the subway, and not even where we're supposed to go. I have to get a cab, and that's the last time we took the subway. So.
Yeah, that sounds like something I would do. To be honest, I know it's as a business owner, you have these great ideas, and a lot of times things are amazing, but then a lot of things really freaking flop, and you're like, this was all me. There's no one to blame. This was just me, and now we're around knives, and these are young girls, and now I need to talk to their mom.
Yes, yes. My one employee is 23, and so she grabbed my hand and she's like, "Can we get off?" And I was like, "Yes."
Jesus,
I'm sorry.
I would have died.
Traumatized. She will never take the subway for the rest
of
her life.
Absolutely not.
No.
She'll be like, one time, this one boss I had made me do this, and
against my will.
Yeah, exactly. It'll never go away. A story will never go away. I just know. I remember just super early mornings, super long days. You want to be dressed nice because at the end of the day, it's still a fashion show. You're still doing a lot of networking. And so you're just kind of trekking along the streets of New York. And this is when I found out that Jimmy Choos are, I don't know what they have in these shoes, but they will carry you through a day. Let me tell you, I have never found another brand, but Jimmy Choo, classic pump, 95 whatever heel. It will just get you through the day.
You're going to have to send me that too because the Louboutins that I wore.
Oh, no.
I was going to die.
You'll be bleeding. You'll be swollen and bleeding and yeah.
And I never bring a coat because I live in Arizona.
Yeah, we don't know about this.
It was 42 degrees, but I'm not exaggerating when I say I never bring a coat. So I have 4 crappy last minute New York coats that I've bought. And I refuse to do it again.
Yes.
So this year I just froze my butt off with my Louboutins that hurt my feet.
Yeah. It's crazy. I'm telling you that Jimmy Choo will get you through a New York trip.
Love that.
And have you looking so stylish, and it's amazing. And then, so I don't know about you guys, but when we would go out there, we would then go out to dinner. And in Arizona, you do a dinner reservation at 8. And in New York, you do one at 11. Okay, now it's 1 in the morning, and then my first show is at 8 a.m. and I need about an hour to get there. And
yes,
it's definitely a hustle.
It doesn't end, because
and
then it takes so long to get anywhere.
Yeah.
So like you're up early and then you're out late. I remember we went to our hotel, had this really cute rooftop bar, and so like dinner was over. It was like 10:30. We're like, yeah, let's go to drink at the rooftop. And it was 10:30 p.m. and the bar hadn't even opened yet.
Yeah. Oh,
It's like opens at 11. I'm like,
it's like you're in another world from Arizona.
Listen, I know you're 23, but this is going to kill my 40-year-old ass.
Yes, exactly. Yes. Absolutely. This is so true. And yeah, it's quite the experience. And then also when you're there, you're going into warehouses and you have an address, but then you don't know that it's on the 12th floor. And then there's no signage or guidance or anything. And I don't say this as like a dig to any of the shows. I say this as like, I feel like I'm a rookie every time. I'm like, I'm not built for this New York life. I'm absolutely a Phoenix girl. I've reached my peak in living standards.
Yes.
It is slow, calm Phoenix. That's like right where I live.
You pull up and you know where your address is. Yeah. And then like you see an address and you're like, oh, I think I remember this. And I think I know where this is. Oh my God, I was so late for the Inez de Santo runway show. Okay. It was like incredible production.
Yeah.
Like a real runway show.
Like the one you want to be there early for?
Yeah, it was probably the best
life.
show of the entire fashion week.
Yeah.
And I couldn't find it. I was at the building. I'm like, you can't even hear it because it's New York.
Yeah.
And it's this gigantic, beautiful warehouse, whatever, event space. And like the whole city block, I can't even find it. And it's like this secret door that just has a doorbell on it. I'm like, how? I cannot be the only person who can find this.
Like, I get the theatrics, but please.
Yes. And then, because
send the girl a memo.
Late, give me the secret handshake or the knock to get in. Yes. We're late. And I'm like, I'm not missing this goddamn show.
Yeah.
And so the security guard's like, no, it started. They gave us strict instructions. We can't let anybody in. But it's like behind this curtain. And
you're like, I'm buying 12 gowns.
Yes. I just said, fuck it, and I snuck under the curtain and I like ran to the back and I like watched the whole show.
Watch me again.
And then I could see like my very good front row seat was just empty. And
I
couldn't. There's no way I could have gotten to it, but I still got to see the show.
Yeah, that was a good one. So what was your biggest takeaway from this season, from the spring season?
Oh, let's see. I would say it's in like many years. This is the biggest departure I've seen from the normal styles.
Okay.
Like, there's macro trends and there's micro trends, and this macro trend of the natural waist going away. And what I mean by that is for 30 years, since the early 90s, your wedding dress was always right where your natural waist is, where the skinniest part of your waist was. And now you can't even find a dress that's made that way because this drop waist is so in.
Yes.
And it's because it's so flattering. When it's done well, it's so flattering. A basque waist, which comes to a point in the middle, or a drop waist that goes like, now these drop waists are meeting in the middle and we're having a mermaid drop waist situation.
Somewhere between the knees and the hips.
Yes. But I think I only saw one or two drop waists the entire time. And then warm whites are in. It was really different. It was actually like, ooh, new stuff.
Yeah.
Which was so cool.
I saw that a lot in the trends. It was like finally. Finally. So from I would say I think we started going in 2017. We went 2017, 2018, 2019, and every year it just got progressively better, and it was exciting, and it was like, oh my gosh. And then COVID hit and nobody did anything for 2020, 2021, 2022. What was it? 23 or 24 that it actually made a comeback, but then a war or something. I don't know, something happened and all the a lot of like the Israeli designers left. It was right that weekend, and that was a bummer. And then bridal fashion hasn't been giving us much, but like this season was the one where I was like, oh, hallelujah, we're back. Like it was really, really cool to see. So I could definitely imagine that. I'm excited for fall because they say that people do it even bigger in fall than the spring one.
Which is crazy. So, I have to say, I can't even imagine because spring was like
it was so good.
It was crazy.
Oh,
so like, it's going to be even bigger.
Bridal fashion is back.
I think I might close my store and like take my whole team.
Yeah.
And stay for a week. I'm like fired up.
Yeah, it's gonna be really good.
Yes.
And it's getting so much attraction. So when we first started going, the reason we started going is because we always do something different. So all of the industry is going to engage. Amazing, wonderful. I'm sure you guys are having a fantastic time, but let's take that budget and let's do something different. So that's why we landed on New York Bridal Fashion Week, because nobody was going, like, unless you were into fashion. But we had a fashion blog and we had the podcast and we were interviewing designers, so we're like, we could go, like, it's fitting. But now it's really open to a lot of people, and there's a lot of networking events that are happening, and there's a lot of like industry kind of things. So I think it's exciting.
It's
like
so
really
fun.
exciting.
It's so exciting.
Yeah. So I want to dig a little bit deeper into trends.
Okay.
Tell me what you saw a lot of. You told me a little bit like warm whites and that kind of stuff. So what else were some kind of themes that you were catching on to where you're like, very different?
The warm whites were so cool. One of the Ann Barge did a collection with a couple of dresses that they called Pearl, and it was almost like this like buttery vanilla color.
Okay, love that.
Oh,
Yeah.
It was amazing because there's so much depth to it. So it's like this satin, but it's in this vanilla color, so you see so much more of the dimension. And then a lacy bustier top. All the corseting is insane, which we saw at the Met Gala.
Love. Yeah.
Oh, and it looks good on everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so happy that trend is really in. Another thing I loved is that all of this vintage lace is in. And these couture designers are sourcing it from all over the world, so it's this spectacular, unbelievable lace that you just have to touch. But it's in these really modern silhouettes, like a drop waist or a super drop or a basque waist or like a scoop neck. It's just done so well. I was like in love with all the lace this season. And some of the little micro trends, there's a couple that I did not buy because I think they're just going to be like
here and gone.
I think some of them are already going to be out of style by the time they even hit the stores. Like the peplum is not doing anybody any good. I didn't buy any of that. There's this thing called a convex neckline, which is like an upside down scoop neck. It's like kind of like an egg this way. I got one just to dip my toe in the water. I went to this gala a couple weeks ago and I saw a couple of them, so I'm like, maybe that's the thing. Yeah. And then
I've seen those, and then I've also seen a neckline, so instead of a heart shape, it's like W.
Yes.
And that one kind of trips me out. I had a bride wear one and she wore it so well, but she's also a model. So,
yes.
But then I'm like, I don't know how this translates, like in real life. I'm not sure.
Yes.
Did you see a lot of that or not really?
I did. I saw a lot of kind of that sharpness, like a cat eye or like a triple cat eye.
Really?
And in the waist too, like a scallop drop waist. But again, I always have to think to myself, okay, is this going to look good on a normal person, or is this just because she's a size 00 and she's 6'3"?
Yeah, and she's stunning.
Yes,
anyways,
exactly.
So
Gali Lahav did this amazing thing. Sharon, I adore. He's this collection of Gali. Oh my God!
Yeah,
it was like my jaw was on the floor. Take all my money.
Yeah.
But they used one of their employees as one of the models, and she was like a normal sized person.
Ooh,
and
that was smart.
Oh, it was so smart.
That was a smart move.
And the gown that they had her in, spectacular. So I mean, obviously I need that gown. It's going to look amazing on everybody. He had color in his. I'm just like meandering on my thoughts of everything that I saw. But I saw a lot.
That's interesting because they don't do that.
Yes, I know.
That's really interesting.
And to be honest, it was my favorite dress from the whole collection.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
I want to look into that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
There was just people kind of took risks this season, which I really appreciated because it's been kind of like an era of like basic safe. Yeah. And now I think it's kind of maybe the end of quiet luxury. I saw it in Fashion Week and Bridal Fashion Week. It's more like maximalist kind of.
I love a maximalist moment. More is more, guys.
I agree, and that's like my freaky style. So I'm like, yes,
more is more.
Yes.
And then, what do you see fading? What trends do you see that are like, okay, it's had its moment, we are no longer?
I think the kind of sexy walking down the aisle moment is dead. And I think I don't think it's going anywhere.
You mean like super high slits, super low cut V's, like
cut out, sheer, kind of like the
like
naked...
bordering lingerie.
Yes, the lingerie look I think is dead, at least for the aisle, and I think girls are trading it for their after party second look.
Yeah,
which is
smarter.
Yeah,
to do.
It's way better. It's going to age
smarter.
better. I think nudes are kind of on their way out and more in favor of like white. White is in. For sure. And then also these like warm vanillas. Yeah.
That's great. Okay, we love that. So when you are going to New York Bridal Fashion Week, it's a different experience than when I have been before, because I'm going to strictly be a spectator. I'm there for the content, I'm there for the networking, I'm there to just take it all in. You're going because you're purchasing and you're doing the rest of the stuff too. So as a buyer, when you're in there, how do you determine what you're bringing back? Because I would imagine you have to get something that's unique, but not too unique. And you have to get things that the Gen Pop are going to like, but not too much. You know, so it's like this borderline. So how do you determine? How do you say, like, this is going to hit? Just give me a second. Just watch it. And like, oh, this is a little crazy. We're not touching this one.
Yeah, it's tough because I personally have like a really weird style, and so like I want to pick out all the weird stuff. And also we're a couture store, so I want to be on the forefront of those trends, and I want people to come to us who want something super unique that they can't get everywhere else. So I'm trying to always keep that in the forefront of my mind, but also there are girls who like a traditional gown and a basic fit, but I will say the designers do a great job of capturing both of those in their collections. Yeah, you have like a dress that you know everybody will love and try on, and all of the mothers of the brides will be like, yes, this is tradition, this reminds me of my dress, you should get this. And then there's the wacky stuff that you can take a risk on. So I don't know, I try to be mindful, but for the most part I kind of go on the wackier side, and that's why I gotta bring my girls with me
to bring it down. Like, is this wacky good or wacky bad?
Exactly.
Like, which one are we right here?
And sometimes I will like die on the hill of a gown and everyone will be like, Leal, this is horrible, this is literally burgundy. And even if we're never going to sell it and nobody ever tries it on, I'm like, I'm getting it because I love it.
I love it too. And it will be mine if nobody buys it. So. And then speaking of that, have you ever invested in a gown that was just a flop? When you like look at it in the store and you're like, how dare you even come home with me?
Yes.
Okay, tell me about that experience. And then when you reflect on it, is there something that you're like, okay, I learned from this?
You know, it's so funny. Because I was trying to do that with all of my buying from this last trip. Like, don't do that again. Like, Fall 26 collection, it was all kind of very retro, but not from a specific time period. And that's what I should have been a red flag for me. Okay. It wasn't like, okay, the 70s are back and this is we're doing crochet, we're doing fringe. It wasn't like that. It was like this dress from the 90s with a poof sleeve, and then this dress that's an ultra super mermaid from like the 2010s. I just went for that like retro thing, and it did not hit.
Damn.
And the mid 2000s, the 2010s are not vintage. Okay, they're not retro.
They were a while away, but they're not quite in that retro. Yeah,
long ago.
It's not ready to come back yet.
No,
right? It's still sleeping.
It's not ready. So
which is surprising though, because like every time I think of mermaid gown, I think of like one of Kim K's.
Yes.
And I'm like, everybody loves what she does, no matter what. But I guess maybe that one is.
It's not quite back yet. But I like in my mind, I always try to think of fit, and so even though it's out of style, like an ultra super mermaid, you know the look. My wedding dress in 2014, ultra super mermaid. It was so flattering. It was like hugged the body, but it was still elegant. So I thought because of that, like the timeless fit would take off, but no, it's still, I think it's too soon.
Yeah. Just save that one in the back. Oh, I'm going to go and silence this. Hold on just 1 second. Okay. Good thing. We can always cut and edit out. So that's like the best thing about this. So you're going to have to just take that, put it in the back, and in like 10 years, 5 years maybe, you're going to be like,
I'll keep it in its like garment bag, and we'll just bring it out when she's ready.
It's coming back. It's definitely coming back. Okay, so I have a question for you. So if you have a bride that is interested in standing out, but she doesn't want to be too out of the box, what is a trend that she should pay attention to and kind of really like take in? Something that's going to set her apart, but still keep her a little safe-ish.
Okay, well, at our store, I only take on a designer if it can be fully customizable.
Yes.
If you walk into our store and you pick out a dress, you can fully customize that dress.
Mm-hmm.
And so what I would tell that bride is to take a dress that fits really good and you feel really good about and customize it.
Oh, and that's brilliant.
What I have been seeing lately that is so amazing, and I wish I could figure out a way to monetize it, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
Girls taking their mom's wedding dress and turning it into like their reception gown, or taking it as like they'll build like a cape out of like a layer of tulle from their mom's gown.
Yeah.
It's unbelievably spectacular, amazing, and
it
sentimental. It means something.
Oh. There's nothing like a trend that means something.
Yes.
Like this is where it's at.
And it'll never go out of style because it's your own story.
Yeah.
And my seamstress, Viola, she's unbelievable. I call her the wizard. I honestly can't believe some of the stuff she does. Mm-hmm. She took this girl's gown, this mom's gown, and it was, no offense if she's listening, I'm sure at the time, it was spectacular. Yes. In 1991, it was probably just the best. Yeah. It was this high neck, lacy, big poofy sleeve thing. You would never in a million years that you'd think you could take that dress and make it modern. Mm-hmm. She cut off the high neck, made it a mini, took off the puffy sleeves, and took what she took from the hem as a choker.
Cute.
It's the most spectacular,
that is
one
nice.
of a kind. No, it cannot be replicated. This girl has a truly one of a kind gown for her rehearsal dinner. Unbelievable.
Wait, you can monetize this. You just need to set up a program. Because you know how many people probably want to do this but would be terrified?
Yes.
So then if it's an actual thing, like here's the gown, what do I do with this? Oh, here's what you do. Here's 3 options. You pick one. This is what it costs.
Yes. I know.
You need to do it.
I know. I need to figure it out. Yes. But right, it like costs, cut this part out. It takes so much money for Viola to do it. Yeah. Then I almost feel guilty being like, okay.
And then now here's my percentage.
Yes. But if I bring her all these girls, then.
Yeah, right. Maybe it just all evens out. We don't know.
Yes. But yeah, I would take, if I was trying to find this unique thing, but I wanted to like stay in a lane, and a lot of girls have to get married in churches that have rules and things like that, I would take a dress that you just love and then customize it, change the neckline, add a cape. Streamers are a very cool thing, which is basically like a veil that comes off your shoulders. There's so many.
I love those.
I do too. They're so fun and timeless. Yeah. Like they never go out of style.
Yeah. It's so romantic.
Yes.
This just looks like a fairy princess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can make it your own.
That's really good advice.
Yeah.
Really, really good advice. Tell me about a designer that is up and coming that people kind of don't really know about, but you've got your eye on this person.
Okay. I have 2 that I am really loving right now. One of them has been out for a while, and internationally she's spectacular. Hasn't really made her way into the United States yet, but they just got like a flagship store in Florida, so you're going to see it a lot more. It's Arava Polak, and it's like very feminine. Another one is Vagabond. You're about to hear this is about to go.
Yeah.
Gangbusters.
Really?
She's just doing it right. She's out of South Africa, and it's like cool it girl dresses. Like every time I see one of her designs, I'm like, why didn't everybody think of that? Like it's just perfect pleats and like a I like the first time I saw her collection. Usually before I could pick a collection up, I wait like a season or 2 to see, where it's going. This was her first collection. The first time I saw it, I like interrupted her halfway through, and I'm like, take my money. What is the minimum? Let's have them all.
Love it.
It's amazing.
Okay, that's
her good. Because she's new and in South Africa, her lead time's like 8 months.
Woo.
But these days,
Yeah.
that's what we're
going to start.
It's what
Yeah.
we're gonna see.
Yeah. It's very
Tell
true.
your friends.
Very true.
Start early.
Yes. And you know what? That's actually a good segue into other things that I want to talk about, because the current state of the economy, current state of the world, current state of just being alive right now is just difficult. It's just really, really tricky. And I feel like a lot of people don't understand that these designers are not in America at all. Like, yes, you maybe go to a store that's here, or like a flagship store, or you're going into a bridal boutique and they carry them, but this is not where they're being manufactured. And because of this, we have to fight with the world's problems to get them here.
Yep. I only have one designer that's made in America.
Really?
Yeah. And
Who is?
Ann Barge.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Everybody else is international. But I think about it like, your Gucci. Your Gucci's not made in America.
No.
It's an international economy.
What about Hailey Page? Is she in America? Do you know?
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure what she decided to do. But
I know her headquarters are here.
Yeah.
It takes, for Ann Barge to move her operation to the United States, which she started in 2024 and executed in 2025, it was in a whole operation. I almost shut her down. It was really hard. So in order to do that, it takes a lot.
That's just
And now she has like a smaller capsule collection, at least right now. But it's like every dress is amazing, so it's working.
Yeah,
but
it was just a big risk,
huge risk, but it looks like it's paying off. So.
Good, that's really good. So with the current state of the economy, what are you seeing this doing to pricing for bridal gowns? Have you seen changes, or bridal gowns have always been fairly expensive? So is it kind of just, it is what it is, or what are you seeing?
They've always been really expensive, but they got really bad last year. The tariffs force a lot of designers to like bake in the tariff price into their pricing.
Well, I mean, what else are they supposed to do?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, and if they didn't pay the tariff, then we had to pay the tariff. So it was a very rough year last year with those tariffs, and that made prices go up. I mean, huge. The tariffs for a lot of these countries was 17%. And so, I mean, 17% of a $15,000 gown, it was rough.
$4,000 more?
Yes, so those prices went up, but I noticed every designer but one, I won't name names, lowered their prices this season, like at least a little bit, and I hope that's going to help, because sometimes you price yourself. There's a
threshold.
Yes.
And it sometimes it's like, never mind.
Yeah.
Like, it's just I can't anymore. You
Exactly.
know. And I've seen that across the industry in a lot of places, where even just certain photographers, videographers, the pricing just kept going up and up and up and up and up, and it's like, well, I can't now. I got to start looking at the new people. Like, we got to start training the new people up, because people were just like, no.
Yeah.
Just how about no?
It's crazy.
Right?
Yeah. And if you're looking at a $20,000 gown, that's like a significant percentage of your entire wedding budget.
Right.
And usually girls don't even factor their wedding gown into their wedding budget.
They don't. They're like, we'll put it in there, and they're like, oh no, you can take that out. Oh, okay.
Cool.
So, what is the constraints of this budget, so that I'm aware? They're like, you, food and beverage, and vendors. Yes. Oh, okay. Got it.
But yeah, I'm trying to find the sweet spot of an affordable wedding designer that's really well done. Because, we're a luxury store. You come in, we give you champagne. We really try to give you the best experience that you can have. But I want everybody to be able to access that and have that experience. Just because you don't have $15,000 to spend on a wedding dress, you should still be able to have an amazing experience. And so I'm working on finding like a few more designers that are like in that couture adjacent feel that's really well made, and I kind of have my eye on that always. But sometimes you'll like get a designer that is in that price point, and then they'll raise their prices because they've made it.
They've made it, and then they're with that. Yeah. I know the feeling. What makes wedding gowns so expensive? Because I think people don't really understand what goes into it. And I don't know a lot about it, but I do know the difference between cheap lace and expensive lace immediately.
Yes.
I can spot it out from like 10 miles away.
Yes.
And so that alone I know is a price driver. But What else goes into this all?
Yeah. People don't realize that these couture gowns are handmade.
Yes.
Leal Harlin is handmade.
Every single one. It's not like buying a t-shirt where it's like in the back and you just get it.
Yes.
Like it's, you put the order in and then they start creating this for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
And it's, not only is it handmade, it's handmade in Israel where the whole design operation is, and it's all done there. And so, for example, because of this, it's a very long production time. It takes about 6 months to get your gown. However, if anything happens to that gown, I don't know, if it fell off the airplane, whatever it is, they can get you one because they have people who are hand making this gown.
Right.
So if you're getting married in 3 months, they can get it done because it's handmade. Whereas if you have a gown that is, you know, being ordered, that is made in 3 different countries and then sent over on a barge, you can't get that made at the last minute. So it really is like an unbelievable operation. Inez DeSanto, her gowns are made in Canada where their headquarters is. And a lot of these are hand beaded, hand sewn. Like you mentioned the lace, like you can feel it, you can see it, you can feel it. Out of expensive, like a French lace is, you can just,
it's just a lot.
It's
so good.
Soft. It's incredible.
You're not getting it for cheap. You're just not.
Yeah.
Like there's in no world, not even just bridal fashion, in no world are you getting any fabric that's luxury for a cheap price. There's a lot that goes into it. What is a typical price point that you're hearing a lot of? So brides are coming into Destiny's and they're like, my budget is da, 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 da. What are you hearing right now?
I guess like around the $4,000 to $6,000 range. People want to stay. Most people want to be under 10. But then once they get trying on these couture gowns, there's suddenly
there's a little more in there. Yes.
See what they have their credit card limit. Yeah, but that's probably a sweet spot. Girls really like to be around, 5, and there's less and less.
Yeah,
just
options around 5. Yeah,
around 5, but there used to be more. But there's options. There's like half down options, and we try to make it affordable. We always have discounts during trunk shows, which is really nice of the designers to offer that.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's good. That's really good. So globally, we're talking about economy, and then globally, we've touched on the fact that most really 90%, 99% are in Israel or Europe or other countries. And then you even said that sometimes things are going from multiple countries. So depending on like maybe where beading is going or lacing or whatever those details are, it could possibly be going from country to country. So how have you seen the state of the world and like global issues affect dresses right now? Well,
I would tell all you ladies out there to start shopping early.
Yeah.
Every,
it's always been early,
yes.
But now it's like everything has just been so uncertain that it's like
every single designer pushed out their time frame of when dress is going to arrive. Every single one,
just because of the what if.
Yeah, and some designers aren't even doing rushes anymore. And then
that's too much on them because they can't control it. They can make it, but then what happens?
And then, not to scare anybody, but gowns getting stuck in customs is like at an all-time high. At least 1 or 2 gowns a month are getting stuck in customs. But we've never missed a wedding. We never will. These gowns will get stuck in customs for like a week or 2, and we always give like a buffer of when their dress needs to be ready.
Yeah.
So, it's barely been a squeeze, but for one bride, she doesn't live here, and so she was planning on, we had her tracking number, it said it was going to arrive on this day, so she booked a flight to come here to get altered, and then it got stuck in customs, and so things like that make it really, really tough, and so, but she was a trooper, she's the nicest girl ever, so she'll be fine.
To come back.
Yeah, in fact, she's actually just in there today getting altered.
Ooh, exciting. That's amazing. And I think that a lot of times brides don't necessarily realize how the state of the world is affecting the wedding industry. Even just things like veils, like just little details to where it used to be so like, well, I ordered the veil and then it came. Like, you know, we just took this all for granted. And now and again, there's nothing that either one of us can say that are going to change any of this. This is out of all of our control, but it's really just a matter of like just paying attention to what's going on in the world. And also understanding, like you said, getting more lead time. And some people get married on a whim. They don't have the lead time, but maybe just researching what designers you are going to look into, because there's no control. We cannot control imports and what's going on with everything. So
yeah, if you're shopping with 9 months or less to go before your wedding, you really do have to look up the designer that you're interested in and see if you can get it in that time.
Maybe just really hone in on handbook.
There you go. There you go.
Inez DeSanto too. I mean, Canada's pretty close.
Oh, she can get you a dress so fast. Oh my gosh, they have saved my butt so many times.
I know.
And it's beautiful.
Yeah. I have a great program. We had a bride that bought one of her gowns several years ago, and then she was expecting unexpectedly. And so before her wedding, she had popped, and she's like, the wedding is next week. I wasn't going to pop it. Oh, you did. And Inez DeSanto flew her to Canada, or maybe she flew herself, but she went to Canada, and she redid her dress overnight and put some extra little, fabric in.
Amazing.
And she had one of the most gorgeous designs ever, and then she went to her wedding in Hawaii and everybody was happy. But it was just, the service was like, it was unreal. It was really good.
They pulled off a miracle for me, and thank God it was just the most angelic bride in the whole world. Juliana Curtis, I adore you forever. It was her last fitting. It was a week and a day before her wedding. It was the Friday before her wedding. And somebody had spilled coffee on my carpet in the store. And so I clean it up. I put a little carpet cleaner on there and then was letting it soak for a couple minutes before I dried it up. But unbeknownst to my seamstress and Juliana, she traipses around the store and walks through my coffee stand and drying. And the dress was bustled underneath.
Oh no.
And so when you unbustle the dress,
the fabric.
Yeah. So when she would have walked down the aisle, it would have been right where it was folded under. A little coffee stain.
I would have had a heart attack. I would have been like,
I thought I was going to die. I was on the phone with Inez DeSanto, and we were trying to talk about all of our different options. They said that they have a contact at the Smithsonian Museum that can get any stain out, and so that's option A. Option B is that they create her a brand new silk masterpiece in 48 hours and then ship it to me, and then we do last minute alterations. I tell them this emergency on Friday. She had a custom gown, by the way. It's not just like one that they had lying around that they could use somebody else's, whatever.
Yeah.
They make her a custom gown that shipped out to me by Monday. It was there by Tuesday. She was altered and ready to go by Wednesday.
Oof.
It was unbelievable.
Perfect.
Inez DeSanto.
We love it.
For the win.
Yes.
These are the little nightmares that nobody ever talks about. But
nobody ever talks about them, and there's no handbook for this.
No.
Like, what do you mean? Somebody spilled coffee. Stop. Second off, just trying to clean it up. I mean,
exactly.
And then third off, like, what are the chances?
Exactly. And I thought that they saw me and knew that I was back there. I'm like waving, hi, you look beautiful, ready to go. And then I should have said, whatever you do, don't walk over here.
Isn't it? That's weird. Like, you start to think, like, I should have said something.
But I never in a million years would have expected
Why did you walk over there? Yeah.
If it was any other designer, we would have just been SOL, but Inez DeSanto, miracles happen.
Yeah. That is so good. That is so, so good. What would you say is one of the biggest mistakes brides make when purchasing their dress? Because you can tell them all day and all night, don't get this, whether it's like for their body type or like whatever it is. And then people are just stuck in their ways. What do you think is one of the biggest mistakes? Like, if you could tell people, just please don't do this, what would it be?
Don't listen to other people's opinions.
Thank you.
The only one that matters is yours.
Mm-hmm.
I had a girl who recently got a dress and she loved it and she felt great about it, and then she texted it to all of her friends. And then she called us the next day and was like, none of my friends like my dress, so I want to return it. And I'm like,
oh,
first of all, get new friends.
Yeah. None of it? What group chat did you put that in?
Do
Take
you
it out.
love it?
Yeah.
Like, I'm happy to, we can start over and you can pick up a new dress, but do you love it? And so she came back in and tried it on. She's like, I really do love it. I'm like, that's all that matters. You know, make sure like during your appointment you bring someone who really lifts you up and builds you up. Because if you bring like, I don't know, like maybe a cat,
like a frenemy,
or, you know, yeah, exactly, like a sister who's maybe a little bit mean.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Like
yeah.
Your future mother-in-law, maybe not.
No.
Bring people who you know are going to support you.
Mm-hmm.
And if you love it,
genuinely support.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. And then if you end up doing the dress that your friends like, you're not going to be happy. If all the girls are like, no, oh, you like that one, well, we like this one, then you're going to be miserable. It's your dress.
Absolutely. I think that's really, really good advice. What is something that you notice unexpectedly drives up the cost of a dress that maybe somebody doesn't know?
If you're customizing something and you're like already at the top of your budget, that's going to like chip away. So whenever someone goes really deep into customizations, I would pick a dress that's like already a little bit under budget, because those customizations can, you know, be like $1,000 more than your gown. Also waiting too long, because those rush fees can get you, girl. But yeah, mostly those customizations. Everything else, it's really nice that it's all kind of included. Like, we tell you exactly how much your alterations are cost. It's not going to be anything over than that. There's never any surprise costs with these designers. It's all looped in. You're not going to get like a bill for a tariff later on. So for the most part, at least at our store, I feel like probably most other stores too, they'll tell you exactly like the picture of what your cost is going to be. So
that's good.
Yeah,
that's really good. And what is one thing that you know or that you notice from girls buying dresses that's relatively across the board, and they know that they found the dress? Like, what is that aha moment that you see?
It's so funny. It's different for everybody.
Really?
There's not just one aha moment. Sometimes girls, when they start crying, they know it's the one. Or if their mom starts crying, they know it's the one. But for a lot of girls, are like, oh, you know what? I like this one the best. I have a lot of girls who will say, I thought I like might cry or like have my moment, but I just know that this is the one. So it's funny. Everybody's different. Some girls will. I had a girl this week who got the first one that she tried on. She didn't even want to try any others on. She's like, it's just going to confuse me. This is the one. And then other girls are like, oh, I've been to 8 stores and
this has been a 3-month process.
Yes, bless their heart. How stressful.
Yeah,
I do recommend, like, it's kind of like Zillow. Like, once you find the dress, take it off your Pinterest algorithm.
Yeah.
Get it off your Instagram
because it just messes with you.
Yes. And there's so many thousands of beautiful gowns out there. But you need to remember that you picked the one for you, for your body type, the way that you feel in it. So, like, even if you see another one, you're like, oh, I really like that one too. It's not you wearing it. It's a different person.
Yeah.
You loved your dress.
Just stick
don't
with your
torture
dress.
yourself.
Yes. Do you ever have this happen where a bride will come in, she'll buy her dress, and she maybe takes a couple photos of it, but nothing too much. And then now 10 months have gone by, and she gets the dress in, and she's like, this isn't my dress.
Oh, it happens all the time.
Right. I tell my brides this.
God.
I'm like, beware, because your mind will play tricks on you.
Well, thank you for doing
a
good solid for them.
Because it happens, right? Like, more than you would think. And and it is their dress. Like, it's like, no, this is exactly what you ordered.
We have to pull out the sample all the time and say, here it is.
But their mind has changed it. Yeah.
The other day, I with a girl, she was really nice and cute, but I had to be like, okay, one of these is the sample and one of these is your dress, and I want you to guess which one is which. And she couldn't tell the difference. And I'm like, see, exact same dress.
I don't know what happens. I don't know why our minds play tricks on us, but it's actually like this dangerous game where I'm like, I just like to just preface it, because like, I feel like some people get like really stressed out. And then not to mention, a lot of times this is happening like right at the end of planning, and like everything is coming up, and like then, you know, their body has changed and like things are just different. And like, so if this happens to you, it is normal. Just work through it.
And when you get your gown in and you
Mhm.
try it on for the first time, it's going to look like shit. It's too
Mhm.
big on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
You go through alterations and they snatch it so tight exactly
that's
where it
true,
needs
too.
to be snatched.
Mm-hmm.
If you try it on and it's too tight, then, you know, we haven't done our job.
Yeah.
So you want it to be just a little bit loose. And when it's a little bit loose, it looks terrible because it's not like
You're
in
just drowning
clips
in all of this white fabric.
Yes,
It's
yes.
like, it's too much.
Yeah, and
Mhm.
it hasn't like you haven't worn it yet because when you do alterations, it like warms up and moves
Yeah.
to your body, and it's not as stiff. And by the end of
Mhm.
your alterations, we have 100% satisfaction.
Trust the process.
Yes, trust
the process for sure. What is one piece of advice you want to leave with everyone to take in before they start their bridal fashion shopping journey?
Don't go crazy. Don't like book 10 appointments in a weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Find a few designers that you really love.
Be intentional.
Be intentional.
Yeah.
Styles that you like. You know, if you have heard of like, we have so many great stores in Scottsdale, like Mary, incredible. Check out the designers, see if there's like a few dresses that you like from a few different stores in the area,
Mm-hmm.
and then try those on. Don't like pack it with 4 dresses on Saturday and Sunday, because then you are going to forget which gowns that you like.
Deer in headlights.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're going to go through your pictures and be like, wait, what store was that? What dress was that? Did I like that? I thought that was my favorite and now I don't like it. And then you're just going to end up torturing yourself and doing it again.
Yeah.
Another one is pick your guests wisely.
Yes.
A lot of girls, like a big group serves you well. Like if it's like cousin and families and your best friends, like I love a big group. I think it's so fun, but it has to be the right group
Mm-hmm.
that's going to support you. And honestly, like if your mom can come, bring your mom, because moms are usually like the best. And then if with your friends, like your mom will keep your friends in line.
Yes.
Too.
This is true. This is true.
But yeah.
That's good. That's really good advice.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed and learned so much about this. Throughout this, when we're posting this, I'm going to get some images from you from New York Bridal Fashion Week and that kind of stuff. So we'll be able to kind of like show you a little bit of what her and her team were able to see throughout this process. And stay tuned for the fall 2026 fashion
Are you gonna
show.
go?
Probably. Probably.
Okay.
I've been having an itch for sure. I sent one of my girls last fall. I couldn't make it, but she had a great time. So,
I have a prediction.
ooh, I want to hear it.
Because Fringe was all over Fashion Week, New York Fashion Week. And so bridal's usually like a season behind the hits.
Yeah.
And so I think we're going to see. I think it's going to be a Fringe revival. There's already a Nicole and Felicia gown that has Fringe on it.
Oh, I'm excited. That'll be nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think
that'll be really good.
We'll see. I think it'll be no peplum.
That's gone.
It's already gone.
We're done.
No.
Okay. That's cool. Okay. Well, I'm
Yeah.
excited. Awesome. Well, thank you so much.
Of course. Thank you.
All right.
Oh my God,